life, in my own experience, it's like a lot of trial and error. It's like a lot of just figuring it out. It's like, I believe that we are infinite beings and we've had many lifetimes before this. But at the same time, this lifetime is like your first time living this lifetime. Even if there's also the belief, I have the idea of, we've done this before. We've lived this lifetime before. And I don't really know. I mean, even if we have, we've had our memory wiped. So it's like, even if our soul has done this before, us being in this human mindset right now, I don't remember doing this before. I might have, it's like, maybe like when we have deja vu. Then it's like, oh my gosh, I've done this before. I remember this. I've had deja vu a lot recently. So I could really see that, like, it's our soul's memory coming back in a moment where it's either significant or it's not significant, and it just kind of comes out of nowhere. But this, like, trial and error, just trying to figure it out as we go, that's what it's all about. Because I don't think there will ever be a moment, ever be a time where we feel like we know exactly what we're doing. We'll have moments where we feel like we know more about what we're doing. We'll have more confidence about what we're doing, but we'll never ever have everything figured out. Because if you had every single thing figured out, there would be nothing left to figure out. But even in this time of, like, figuring it out and just, like, experimenting, I think that's what it's all about. Like, the journey is the journey is the destination, where it's all about just doing your best and figuring it out. It's not about getting to somewhere. Because once you, like, get to that one place, if the journey's over and you're still sitting here and you're alive, you're like, okay, what next? There will always be something else. So we could try to, like, create an idea of the next thing we got to do, or the next goal, and it's a beautiful thing to have goals. We should have goals and dreams and aspirations and things we're moving towards. But I don't think the dream in and of itself is the thing that you need to get to, because you're already here. You're already exactly where you need to be. So the magic is in the figuring out, the trial and error. Like, you will stumble and you will fall many times, I promise. It will happen a lot, but that's not a bad thing, because you're meant to. That's how we learn and grow. When Thomas Edison made the light bulb, whoever made the light bulb, I don't know, but there was a quote. He said, I didn't figure out, he failed 200 times or something like that. He's like, I didn't fail at making the light bulb 200 times. I learned how not to make a light bulb 200 times. And it's like, every single time that anybody fails, it's just a stepping stone. And the only real moment that you could ever fail is if you actually just give up. Because then you count yourself out. It doesn't matter if you're on your deathbed. If you've been trying to come up with this idea to leave behind in the world, if you're still alive and you're still laying there and you have some mental faculties to be able to, like, tell someone some information, like, hey, record me real quick, I don't want to say this thing. You still got time. You still have a chance to do what you feel called to do. That's just a drastic example, but I've beat myself up a lot for not having it all figured out, or feeling like I should have it figured out, or like trying to do my best and feeling like I'm not doing enough, or I'm not doing my best. I've just learned that that's not necessary, that I don't need to beat myself up for no reason, for these insignificant reasons, to make myself feel bad. because I don't feel like I'm doing enough. Like, who's to say that I'm not doing enough? We can be our own worst critic. I know I've gotten the message from the universe, whether through numbers or through people or conversations or like just a general feeling of like, I am doing a good enough job. I'm doing enough right now. Like, we don't have to get it all figured out right here, right now, in this moment. Otherwise, we fail. Like, that's just the human instant gratification, wanting its satisfaction. The divine plan that's in motion for every single one of our lives is a long process. It's gonna take some time for us to move through. We have a lot of life to live, and like, if you've already lived a lot of your life, we live a lot of life, regardless of like where our time is that we're ending. Because I believe everything is meant to happen, otherwise it wouldn't happen. Every single moment that passes by, it's funny, I used to think like every single moment has significance, and that would burn me out, because I'm trying to understand every single little moment that happened, and then I'm like, it's the light and the dark, it's the balance, it's the yin and the yang. Not every single moment has to have this like biblical prophecy level freaking answer to it, or like meaning to it. Like, not every moment has to be that significant. There can be moments that they didn't really mean anything. You can just have a mundane moment. You can have a moment that means nothing. That's okay. Nothing is not a bad thing. It's just, in and of itself, no thing is like a thing, because I mean, once we put it into our own minds and say nothing, no thing, I mean, we imagine what nothing is, then we create it to be a thing. Regardless, it's not a bad thing. It's just a thing. If you have a day where you don't do anything, that's not a bad thing. That's just a day. If you have a day where you do a bunch of stuff, doesn't necessarily mean that's a good thing. It's just a thing. So wherever you're at in life and whatever you're figuring out right now, if what you're trying to figure out right now is overwhelming the crap out of you, do me a favor, or do you a favor, and just slow down. Focus on something right now that brings you a smile, brings you some joy. Because a life spent hustling and grinding towards a goal that's not bringing you smiles along the way, that it's not bringing you happiness and fulfillment along the way, there will be hardships, there will be trials, there will be times where you feel like giving up, there will be times where you feel like you don't want to keep going, and it will be challenging. But if it's something that you look at and you're like, why am I doing this? Why are you doing this? But let yourself, whatever you're working towards, it can be put on pause for just a second. So let yourself go get some ice cream, go get a treat, go out, you don't even have to buy anything, go out into nature. Go just do something that means a lot to you. I believe in you. If you don't believe in yourself, and if you believe in yourself, I want to send you some energy that you believe in yourself even more. So you got this. I believe in you.